I've put a spacer underneath it because it was getting really hot underneath with the sat on the chair. So I've used a cardboard box which I've cut to shreds, so it's just a hole now. And hopefully that will be okay. Because at the moment I have a chair with a plank on it with my telly on it, so that's my telly stand. Because the telly's too big for my old telly stand. So... Oh, right, I suppose I'd better say something.
Well,
hello everybody, welcome.
It, yeah.
Say that again.
If you want to introduce it while I sort all my stuff out.
Okay, you carry on doing your sorting your stuff out while I make this shut up because it's talking at me and it's echoing. So, welcome everybody to the Department of Work and the Done with Precision specification series, also known as Pancake Racing. Where is this? What we call the pancake racing? Can't remember.
Yes, this is what
it is. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad I got that right. Where me, Scooby-Roo, Andrew Marr, and him, Scrappy-Roo, Christian Vines, say something.
Hello, hello.
That's him.
Yeah.
Are talking a lot about the racing round and round. You can see on the screen. Right. So. You can see my car there is an example of a gorgeous, beautiful BMW M3 from 2004 with 330, it's limited to 330 brake horsepower in this guise for this race. You can play with the suspension, you can play with the gearbox, it's got downforce, but the downforce is a fixed type of front splitter rear wing, no diffuser, because Chris Vines didn't want one, because he's a very bad man. But it's nicely handling. We also will then, after this, we will have the front wheel drive contingent, which is the lovely Citroën is a French thing, DS3 Racing, which is also limited to 330 horsepower. They've also got minimum weights and all that kind of stuff. But where you put the weight, the ballast, is up to you, so you can tune it within reason. These were chosen as free cars you get when you're doing the cafe thing. So if you've got to the point where you've got through the cafe stuff, you've got these cars, so it's a little bit cheaper, hopefully. Last week was very exciting, where Moomin did very well. He didn't get on with the BMW as well as he got on with the front-wheel drive car. He won that race. So the standings are, let's go to, hold on. So at the moment we have organised standings. In first place, Moomin on 44 points. Then we have Ian, Cars, IAR9, 40 points. Then Phil the Hooligan, 81 on 33 points. And then Richie Roo, part of the Roo clan. Well, actually, Phil's also part of the Roo clan. He's Shaki. And now we've got Richie Roo. No, Richie's not Daphne anymore.
Oh, is he not?
No, I feel bad. I think somebody else is going to be Daphne. Can't remember who it was going to be. Anyway, so I have both. I will have. I've got my phone has got.
Hi, Henry.
On me, Benal. Hello. And hi, Roo. Dico. No, I'm reading hi, Roo. Dico's typed hi, Roo. So I've got both thingies up. Thingies being, of course, chats, streams, one on my phone, one on my tablet. We're all organised now. I'm sat in my comfy chair, reclined with my brand new monster slippers on, which arrived today. I've had postage arrive on a Sunday, it's brilliant. Anyway, so my feet are warm for the first time in ages, and I am now going to press this button here. So we are watchivating the thing.
Well, I'm not sure what time Darko has, but currently we've got PH4 on pole, followed by Moomin, and then Seb.
I've just got to get it to go display all the race info. So I didn't put it on here because I was busy. So yeah, we've got fastest lap. It's PH47 VK. So that's Fazuk. That's what I'm saying. Because we've got there's a tradition, right? There's a tradition. Ray Riviera! Woo! tradition, like with DWT.
And we've got Ant.
Oh, has Ant appeared?
Yes, it is. And your one.
It's not come up yet.
How's it come up for me and not you?
Because my tablet doesn't always self-refresh very well, so let's go to... there you go, press that button. Diaco's in mine as well! Hi, Ant!
Jay's got a variant of delivery that Phil made.
Has he?
He's got the 29 variant, the silver variant. And Phil's got the black, or the dark grey.
And they've got the DWP on it. The Department of Social Services, the people have got nothing better to do with their lives because they can't get a job. So they do go sim racing.
Oh, we've got dead cows this time.
Dead cows, yes. Diaco. Schnell! Kartoffelkopf! I've just translated what is written in mine. It's not exactly what it is. It's not a direct translation. I'm paraphrasing what he means in German.
Look at Darko with the Jägermeister.
Yes! Right, okay, so let's get to this episode. So we've got some new races here, which is great. We had a lot of fun with 4 nut jobs last week.
Now we've got 7
really
of them.
Some really did not get on with the cars. Did you, Richie?
Hello, Richie.
Oh,
he sadly
can't
join us today because he's at work this weekend.
I don't think he's sad. Well, he's probably sad about the BMW one, but I don't think he's sad about it.
I think he's more than happy to miss that.
Yeah, I think he misses that like he would miss a hole in his head. So, that's the old saying. Anyway, so we've got this new, look at it, stripy, it's like M colours from Australia. Fzduk, aka Travis. Travis sounds a little bit better. And then what's the word I'm trying for? Thingy return, whatever the word thingy is, with nice wheels. I like his wheels. We have Sebastian has finally come back to us after years of being away. Years we cried. Christian tried to bribe him, threaten him, send plagues, like Moses. You will have a plague of Pop-Tarts if you don't come back to racing, and he didn't, but now he's back and he's sliding all over the place now. He's pretty quick, so that's going to make some. So we've got Travis, I've been told by Christian Rises pretty quick, did you not?
Yes, indeed.
We've got Seb, who's pretty quick. We've got Ian, who's doing well. Who was trying to die at the back in that front wheel? Oh, it's Phil, wasn't it? Phil didn't like it either. To be fair, we did have several people. Ian is doing something I've never seen him do before. He lies, and I'd give him a sort of a 6 out of 10 for that one. Drift points. Looking nice. Hey, do it again. It's curb there, mate. You'll smash your wheels. Here we have our Phil. Shaggy Room. Phil. We'll be talking to Phil a little bit later with the blue and the yellow. The DWP, the yellow, orange wheels, aren't they? Orangey yellow.
Yeah,
whatever they are, you wouldn't miss them in the dark. They look like sort of nice cough sweets, don't they? Big cough sweets. He's liking the rear wheel drive one. Yeah, last week we had at least 2 drivers that had to build their cars
on the day
so they could enter the race. I mean,
they built it and raced.
Waiting for them. So
Richie being one of them.
So we've been trying to encourage him. Hopefully he's been sorting that out. Then we've got our Diaco in his Germany orange. Is that what it is? Jägermeister. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it says it on it. That's fair enough.
It says it everywhere.
Like German man in a German car with German drink. That's a big German word. There's probably 3 or 4 other German things on there, including the flag flying above it. And the fact that orange is one of the colours of the German people. Which is strange, because orange is mostly associated with people from Essex. Who dip themselves in orange paint before they go out every day. It's like war paint, battle paint, like in African tribes for many years would paint themselves and and the Picts, not the Scots. The Scots didn't. It was the Picts, because Picts is actually a derivative of an ancient word meaning blue. So it wasn't the Scots, because the Scots come from Ireland. They used to do the same. They'd paint themselves all in blue to scare people. Though it could have been. It's just bloody cold up there, and you know, they were blue because of the cold. But who knows? My ancestors. Now, haven't we gone for Moomin? He's not moving, but there he is. They call me Jay, who's in a silver thing. What did you call it? A silver variant of Phil's?
Of Phil's one, yeah.
Ooh, good. So the same but different. And that's everybody we got. And anybody else? No, that's everybody.
Yeah, that's everyone, I think.
Seb, Ian, still going nuts. I think that's what... When Schumacher used to do that, not that exactly, but when he used to sort of go very fast to come off the track, they were saying he's testing the limits of adhesion.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just say it then. Right, so Seb, not set a time, but the fastest time it's telling us at the moment is a 2:01.834 for the Travis.
Yep. And then Moomin, I believe, was in second, last I checked.
But because Polyphony are useless. Let's go on board and pretend we're driving with him. The fastest person at the moment. That's why you get the ups. That's not good. That's not good at all. So, let's better give you a tick. I've not ticked you yet. Back to live chat. See if anybody's added anything.
Good luck, everyone.
And we're off. We're ready to go. Go, go, go. Gadget. Oh, Moomin got a good start.
Yeah.
It's looking status quo at the moment. They're melding in.
Ian going up the inside of Diaco.
Ian's got past Diaco. He's moving across now. He's got a bit of space because this first corner.
Smashed him up into third.
Excellent. No one's killing each other yet. Moving in Diaco. Oh, a bit of a bish bash bosh.
Bish bash bosh with Ian.
He was a Diaco. Oh dear, the DTR team's having to go at each other.
Phil.
Seb's into second.
Phil's round.
Phil's gone round. Let's find him.
He's gone into the tunnel.
Oh.
So you've got...
Did he not set his limited slip differential? We did have someone saying last night, was it Phil? Or somebody was saying last night when people were racing.
It was Phil.
That he doesn't like the trial mountain track, so maybe that's why.
It seems to sort of settling down now.
Well, he just needs to feed the throttle in and not be so aggressive on the wheel. That's what gets these people.
After all that, we've got Travis in first, Seb, Diaco, Moomin and Ian going up the inside of Moomin actually.
Yeah, he got a bit of a draft on him and he's got the inside line into that. Let's see if Moomin can do the switcheroo. It's doing weird things again. This is obviously internet lagging things where the cars are skipping around.
Moomin is back round.
He's back in front. Oh, but Ian's done a push to pass. Well, it looked like it. It might not have been because
I think it was. He's handed it back.
Oh, good lad, good lad. He's done it. It's funny, isn't it? He's done it like Hamilton did it at the end of Spa that year. Do you remember where he gave it back and then immediately passed again, going out into the hairpin? And then they go, no, give it back properly.
A and B. Yeah.
I'm fastest.
End freeze only in this one. Very interesting.
Oh, A and B. Hello, mate. How you doing? Welcome back.
After the first lap, Travis is 3 seconds ahead of Seb, who's left almost 3/4 of a second in front of Diaco. Oh, very loose that time one. And turn 3.
I'm giving him like a 7 for that little. It was a nice little drift. So Diaco's ahead, but this is a difficult corner. You've got to take it wide and it tightens. But Diaco's managed to block pass. Like a proper block pass, not a sort of a bash out the way block pass. He just was in the right place to stop Seb taking advantage of the wider line.
Yeah, good to hear.
Oh, Diaco's gone wide. Seb did a really good slide there.
Oh, he's picked up a penalty.
I'm just watching Seb basically drift it around every single corner. Let's just go 5 seconds in the lead. You said he was fast.
Yeah.
That's very fast. Let's watch him go around a lap. Now this is a 20-minute race, if I remember correctly,
yes.
from last week.
20-minute races.
And then we get another 20-minute race with the front-wheel drive cars, with its own separate practice session.
I know PH4 has an issue with the Civic front-wheel drive car, so I'm wondering how he does with the Citroen.
Just depends how it's set up, doesn't it?
Yes. I believe he's got Moomin's tune on the Citroen, so should be pretty good, judging from last week.
If he's got, you'll like this is going to be good. If he's got, everybody get ready, brace yourselves, Moomin's tune, that means he's listening to Tammy Wynette singing in the background, going the justified ancients of Moo. Because that is literally Moomin's tune. I mean, he didn't invent it, but he really likes it. Yeah. We've had that conversation a long time ago. So, excellent. Right. A 2:02.4. Fastest lap. By quite a way. Seb's a 2:06.6. Right alongside him. This is all happening. They're all fight, hammer, tongs.
Darko racing very hard because he's flashing his lights through the apexes.
Well, he's making up for all those times that the cat attacked him. Of course, what he doesn't know is that I have used my powers of cat control, and I had contacted the cat and said, "Cat, go sit on Darko."
Oh, he's trying to switch back from Darko. On the outside now.
A good line there, but he's on the outside. This is a nasty corner. But will he be able to do the switcheroo into the next tunnel? No, he lost a bit of ground there.
Yeah, he's going to have to slipstream down this whole straight.
Oh, yes, it's quite a big straight, this, isn't it? Good straight, this. This is where you see if people have been doing anything with the gearbox, because it's a 6-speed box in this, and he's gone down that massive long straight, and he's only just maxed out in 5th. So in other words, he's not using his gearbox to his best ability. That's unfortunate. You can fiddle with a gearbox, can't you?
Jay is somewhat close to Ian now. Only 1.2 seconds. And closing.
So let's go back. We've got those two in a little bit up the road. We can see them from Moomin. We'll look behind. Moomin's on his own a little bit now. He's 4 seconds ahead. Moomin's doing very well again. He's improving. It's so nice to see. Nice
7 Darko still at it. Oh, sending it up the inside. Oh no, he's thought better of it.
Yeah, we could see it because we're on board with Moomin.
Yeah.
Chase camera Moomin, we can sort of see it happening. He's catching them up because they're holding each other up. Moomin's catching them up, and we've only had 6 minutes of this race, so there's a good chance he'll catch him up, and there'll be a 3-way battle for the 3rd podium place. Well, 2nd and 3rd podium places. Yeah, I keep forgetting this, isn't it? Right, so let's go back to Ian, who is now 2 seconds ahead of the corner Jay. You can see in the background there. Should we go on board with Ian? I think we should. We'll go as a passenger. So
he's gone into the wall as we've done that.
We put him off. We said his name. He heard it. He thought, I'm famous. And so they called me Jay's gone past. Took it too fast into that corner and just understeered straight off. There's nothing he can do.
Next race A and B is the Citroen DS3s.
Citroen DS3 Racing.
Yes. 330 horsepower, 1,150 kilos.
That's
if you would like to get that prepared, you can join in the next race.
You can put whatever gearbox you like in, you can fiddle with the suspension.
Everything else is fine, racing hard tyres.
My advice to you is to get it as light as you can get it and buy a bunch of ballast and position it where you want it.
Seb is proud. Moomin is on Darko now. He is only 1 second behind.
And Darko's being passed by Seb. It's all happening. Racing hard tyres. Everyone's on racing hards, by the way. A
Let's
and B.
go back to PH4 for a minute. As he
Okay,
shows
I'm
an
gonna go-
absolute masterclass yet again.
While you do that, I'm going back. I'm on board with They Call Me Jay. Feeding the power in to make sure the back end doesn't go. It's getting that balance right of putting enough power to get the fastest exit you can and catapult yourself down these long straights, but you put too much on and you flip the rear end round. That's
New
the
fastest lap
balance
for
you've
PH4, 2021.
got. Wow, excellent. So They Call Me Jay's fastest lap he did on his last lap was a 2:07.1, so 5 seconds different. But this is the way it works. We get people of all abilities and experience.
Moomin has gone up into second.
Something's happened.
Seb's gone wide.
Diaco's pushed him past and pushed Seb off. He actually bumped him. It looked like it. I was on board with him at the time. So Seb's now in fourth. He came off, hit the wall, the Armco. Diaco's now
damage though.
Moomin. So let's have a look at Moomin's. So Moomin's time, his fastest time was in the 2:03s.
Yeah.
2:03.9. His last lap was a 2:04.3 because I guess that's who he was overtaking.
Yeah.
Perhaps those two sort of like bish bash boshed each other a bit, and that allowed him to get past them both.
But Moomin has the second fastest lap after PH4. Everyone else is in the 2:05 to 2:06.
So They Call Me Jay is only 2 seconds behind Seb with 10.5 minutes to go.
Yes.
So Ant's telling me that the audio sounds good. Thanks very much. I'm glad. It's my new £3 stick it in my ear thing. The wired one rather than messing around trying to get it. Last night I was using the hands-free. It sounded great, didn't it? It sounded good.
I think it sounds alright, but it's a bit weird on the stream.
Yeah, it's the whole thing about using it in the stream. Well, it sounded weird on your stream last night.
Oh, no, just
the
in yours.
streams. In my stream, yeah. So it sounded okay on I think on other people's streams.
Yeah, it's just through yours it reverberates, I think, and kicks back. Henry apologising to Diaco for not seeing it.
Missing that. That me not seeing. It was quite a while ago that. Ant.
Yeah.
That's all I said about the sound.
Oh, nice. So yeah, PH4 16 seconds up the road to Moomin.
So 19 seconds behind Ian. They Call Me Jay's now got past Ian. Or was it the way around? No, Ian came off.
Ian came off, yeah.
Yeah,
he is
They
maintaining
Call Me
gap.
Jay was 2 seconds behind Seb, but Seb's got his bit between his teeth and he's now chasing down Diaco, I think.
Yeah, he's running his track limits. He's
lost the back end. Too much power. See, it's that drive angry. I think, like I just said, you've got to feed the power in.
I think
get that balance right.
Actually, the BMW can't get any lighter for the ballast. But Jay has half a second penalty, so he's not going to be able to get Seb just yet.
What? A 2019 for Travis.
Yep.
Yeah, I found with the BMW that I lighten all my cars because that's one of the most important things you can do for car handling and speed. Call Me Jay is right behind Seb, and Ian is right behind the Call Me Jay.
Yeah. Oh, he's going for a move.
Not anymore. He's got. Excuse me, I've just got to switch off my dinner. He's got P5. I was just thinking,
gearbox.
Look at the gearbox.
Yeah.
Ian has got the gearbox sorted. He couldn't stop. He couldn't stop. He was right up at the peak power in sixth at the end of that straight, which is the way it should be. Which means he can accelerate in any gear faster than the ones that
Ian
are acting
on
like
a 1 second faster lap than his personal best. He's gone wide. I'm not sure where the penalty zone is on this track. I think it's gone down the main straight. Moomin still 1.4 seconds ahead of Diaco.
It is, because it's just saying they'll be forced to decelerate
there it is.
at the line.
Right at the start.
Phil, however, is still hanging on. He's not made any more sort of There we go.
I think
yeah,
it's
right.
got a little contact through the that left-hander through the tunnel.
It's getting faster and faster as well. 2:05.8. That's pretty quick. He's just done his fastest lap the last time. Let's see what his time is
As
on
is
this
Ian.
one.
Ian's done a 2:04 lap on his last lap, matching pace with Moomin.
Excellent.
Darko 0.8 from Moomin.
We'll see how he's got his gearbox set up. 2:05.8. So he's consistent and fast. So that's a shorter straight than the other one.
Oh, he's looking around the outside of Seb.
He's now actually, something's gone on ahead because he's now only 12 seconds behind the Call Me Jay, who's
possibly
now 10 seconds behind Seb. Something's gone on there.
maybe from
Seb,
the penalty it's caused a misjudge into turn 1.
Could be. But if you want, we can have a look afterwards. But that, that brings Phil getting closer and closer. We have 6 minutes of this race to go.
Darko only half second now from Moomin.
Right, I want to see. I'm on board with Phil. I want to see how he's got his gearbox stacked on this. Fifth, he's into fifth, halfway down the straight. Will he get into sixth before the end? No. So he needed to do something with his gear ratios. He's wasted a gear there. That's one reason why he's not quite as quick. I mean, max speed is about the same. We can give or take a few miles an hour, but the acceleration up to it is always going to be slower, and all around the entire track. Right, so Jay, 9.4 seconds.
Every corner yet again.
12 seconds behind our Seb.
Seb going to be looking for a move into turn 1.
We'll stay on board with Seb.
Slipstream's not as strong in this game, is it? Slipstream doesn't seem to be anymore.
I noticed that. I have noticed that. Ian took the first corner very well.
Darko looking for the outside of Moomin. Moomin sets that off.
Okay, so Ian is ahead there, and we've got Darko and Moomin. Let's go back. We've not watched him for a while. This should be some good clean fun. Moomin will tell him off. Right, I'm just going to have to go and turn off my cooker with my chicken stew that I have made. I was wondering why do we make chicken casseroles, because it takes a hell of a lot more electricity to use the oven. Doing the same job in a pan. Oh god! It's a discernible difference to my electricity usage, which is really important these days.
Oh, Seb's had an off 5 seconds behind Ian now. Phil is now in 6th.
Phil is now in 6th, yes. So something's happened there as well. Around lap 8. Lap 7 and 8. Yeah. He's now nearly 7 seconds ahead of the Call Me Jay. Oh dear, it's all happening.
Yep.
Seb.
With only 3.5 minutes to go.
20 seconds ahead of Phil, so it's possible for Phil to get fifth if Seb overdrives and does something silly. He's 5 seconds behind Ian, who is 12 seconds behind Diaco, who is in a battle with Moomin. There's no space there. There's no space there either.
Moomin is cutting off all the space.
Doing very good. Oh, but he's wider. Coming out.
He's got the inside.
He's got the inside. He's let him go, and he's got the switch back. He got the switch back.
Yeah. And then holds on to P2.
Well, he retook P2, didn't he?
Yeah.
Coming into that tightening tunnel, he actually deliberately lifted. I was on board with him. He deliberately lifted because Diaco was already alongside him. And then did a literal switcheroo. I'm stuttering today. GT race car by Citroen. Why sad? It's a really nice little car to drive.
The
Sean!
GT race car is the supercar.
So Sean's saying that who's on the Echo?
I assume that's me.
That could, well, it's one of these things. It's not echoing in my ear.
Yeah.
But it might be part of your internet problems. Is that why we get these weird echoes?
I don't know. My internet's all right now.
Weird. Okay, I'm just going to check. I'm going to turn you up on this one. Say something, Christian. Yeah, you sound fine on your stream. I'm going to turn mine up and see what you sound like on there. So, say something else, Christian.
Back on with PH4.
Hold on, stop.
He didn't get on with the BMW, this one is not on with the front wheels on his car.
That's the start of your stream.
That's the start, yes.
Alright.
Weird, I think we're both echoing a little bit on mine.
Final lap.
That's crap then. Here we go.
Again, Darko is within striking range into turn 1. But it doesn't work there, really, does it? Ever.
So 28 seconds ahead. It depends how you do it. It's the trouble with his car being indestructible. That's where he tried to get past before, but Moomin's been much more careful, taking the previous corner so he didn't wash wide. Got a little bit of a gap. He's got a second now. He's probably second in this lap.
Oh, is that wide? Yeah,
in.
he's gone to the curb.
So that's, unless something really bad happens, that's that sorted. 28 seconds down, 29 seconds now down the road is Travis from sunny Australia, unless it's a part of Australia that isn't sunny. They must exist. There's grass there too, I've seen pictures. Then we have Moomin Papa, current leader in the standings, and I think with this performance he'll stay that way. Then we got Howard Echo, Super Dirk, and his orange and white Jägermeister DTR car with DWP downside. Has it got DWP on this one?
I don't think so. I think this is just the livery he
Somebody else, other people's have. Well, we all know that Jerky Dirk is superb at doing his liveries, so it's probably not going to be long before he
makes a new one.
Sorts that out. He's not making them all the time. Yeah. Makes them for the people and everything, so, you know.
PH4 has officially won.
He's gone over the line. 30 seconds ahead. We'll watch Moomin. 2.5 seconds. Ish.
Almost 3 seconds.
Over the line. It's going to be about 3 seconds by the time he gets over the line. Boom.
There he is.
Diaco.
Oh.
What? Oh.
Oh.
So it didn't let anybody. Oh,
that's my bad.
Is it because you made the thing too short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I forgot something.
God, I hate the way they do that. We were doing this last night, wasn't it? Where you were. Was it in the last 3 corners? And you were having a battle with someone, and the time ran out, and that's it. You just lost. No, it wasn't. This was somebody else that happened to.
Yeah.
You got lucky because you ran out of fuel.
Yeah, I ran out of fuel.
Started the final lap and then it finished it. You were jammy as anything. And I wasn't happy with that, was I? Because I told you off. Because you were bad, jammy, naughty boy. Smack his liquor botty. Anyway, moving on. So, we have...
So the standings were PH4, Moomin, Diaco, Ian, Seb, Phil, and then they call me Jay.
Before this goes wrong, I'm going to save the replay.
Yes, Diaco, I know, I just completely forgot about it when I was setting this up. But yeah, I'm going to quickly save the replay and then reopen the lobby with the extra time at the end. So, we now have a little bit of a gap while Mr. Christian Mines sets up race 2 of round 2, trial mounting, of the DWP Specification Series Pancake Race.
If you're wondering why it's a pancake race, it's because it's made out of basic materials which are available to anybody, and it's a fun time to be had for all just before Easter. That's what it is. We're having a festival of fun, and so you need pancakes. You gotta have pancakes. And, you know, Diaco's brought the orange to put on the pancakes, hasn't he? Okay.
Yeah, that was a very good race between you and Diaco Moomin. And Seb while it was go.
We liked Moomin. We really liked your switcheroo back, pacing your car right in the way so Diaco couldn't turn in. Not like a little bit in the way, like a dodgy one. Right there. You did a really good job there, all of you. Now, we will be having a look afterwards at some of the stuff that went on, because there was some serious switching of positions, was there not? And
right,
Phil,
so
let's remember that Phil, naughty boy, Christian, you're getting told off, as you should be, and that's perfectly good and normal. Phil ended up in 6th, was it?
Yeah.
He wasn't last, anyway.
Yes, he was 6th.
So, even after a little bit of a mistake, a few corners into lap 1, he pulled it himself together, was 20 seconds behind,
Sorry, Sean.
and then ended up remember, 2 minutes.
You've made A and B hungry. It's all your fault.
Me?
Yeah, mentioning the pancakes.
Oh, that's fair enough. It was lag on lap 1, got bumped, all good. Ah, right, yes.
Yeah.
We don't, so that explains what happened, because, you know, we don't normally see you spin.
Oh, we've got the front wheel drive ones next, so.
Moomin did a fantastic job, so I'm pretty sure that with those results, you will be still in the lead of the championship, you know, the series leaderboard.
There you go.
Oh, there you are, you're back there.
Lobby's back open.
Okay, so I am just going to change my car. Well, once it's joining the room, I need to change my car to...
Doesn't matter what cars we're in.
Well, I just think it's nice to be in the car.
I'm in it as well.
So
I changed it to it as well.
Especially as, you know, I remember the conversation we had about it, and the DS3 was more or less modelled off of my car. Well, that's true, isn't it? That's not me just making that up because I want to sound important, even though I do. It's also true because, you know, I was getting compliments for my car. Things like, my goodness, that's amazing, that car must be fantastic because you seemed quite fast in it, and we all know that you're not. So, you know, that kind of stuff. And completely true. I have no arguments against that. Here we go. So in my nice 228 livery, my learner car. I'm too like that. Right, let's go to spectate. That's it. What you said. Display all. You got to turn all that on again. We have in the pits Diaco and Ian. Ian's just on his way out. Gold. Always believe in your soul. You got the power to know you're indestructible. Let's take you back to the 80s.
Alright, we're gonna go until
DS Automotive.
5:10, and then we'll start the race.
Travis
so
says
10 minutes qualifying.
sec.
Yep, no worries. Jay's also tuning his car.
Interesting. Remember, everybody, get your gearing right.
Yes.
A couple of people definitely did. I don't know about everybody, but a couple of people definitely did. Oh, this is interesting. It's red and white. It looks like a van. Is it a DS3 van? Oh, is it a broken DS3 van?
Movement. Yes, it is the one that Mimi made. I'm pretty sure.
Delivery.
Yes, I'm pretty. Okay, that's Mumin's livery, isn't it? Or is it?
Jay is tuning his car. It looks good actually. It looks a bit like. It almost looks like a Swiss flag. You know? The red and the white cross?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I believe pizza delivery. Yes, that's it. They when Moomin shared it, so, I can't remember who it was, said fastest pizza delivery.
That's fair enough. All it needs is
Might
to be
be
driven by the people from Andy's bedroom. Anybody? No?
Oh, Seb's in
Toy Story.
Seb's in the iconic rally livery. Suits
So,
him.
well, Moomin's got the same livery as Diaco.
Different
He's
number
doing
though.
that thing where you can't see it. God, stupid. And he's flashing his lights at us. No, he's not.
Here he is.
Yeah, he is. Hooray! So that's Ian, we've got the gold one, and then we've got Seb. Come on, show the car. Red Bull. Red Bull. Red little Red Bull, because it's a little car. So
He's always in the Red Bull.
It's always in a Red Bull, he likes his Red Bull. So
then I
Ian is
usually
also
do.
tuning his car.
Who have we got? And J. Yeah, so just those four still.
1919. So let's go on board with somebody. Let's do. We've not really had a chance to go on board with anybody yet. Come on. There we go. It's got such a nice sound on this little engine. I keep seeing them on the street and thinking, they're nice. I like them.
I remember seeing one of these. It was parked down by my school. That was a long time ago. Well, say that. It's about.
There is another little Citroen of the last couple of decades, you know, so a modern Citroen. There's the C2. I like the Citroen C2. It just has. I would like to change the engine for a more modern engine. But the C2 GT, which is 1600s, is a cracking little car, and it just looks right. The proportions and everything on it just look right. And I might be able, if I could fit in one, which is not necessarily a given because I don't fit in a Ford Ka. I mean, literally, can't. To sit behind the wheel of my neighbour's Ford Ka that she had. She was 4'11" or 4'10" or something, and that's can't fit it perfectly. And I sat in it, and it took me 5 minutes to get my one leg in.
I think it may be Richie in your stream and my stream saying that car can get in the bin.
I wonder why he's saying that.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Should we ask Phil and Moomin? Oh no, not Moomin. Moomin wasn't involved.
Moomin wasn't involved at all. Well, he was involved.
Moomin managed to avoid it.
In that he really liked it. A lot.
We had.
Because
Oh
he
yeah, it was
won that
Ian.
race.
Ian, Phil, and Richie all got involved into a crash after turn one.
Yeah, they didn't like it at all.
Well,
But then the rest
Richie
of the
didn't like
race, Richie, and I think Richie and Ian just did not get on with that car. Was it Ian or was it Phil? No, Phil liked it. Phil liked
I think it was Ian that didn't get on with it.
Phil liked it. It was Ian. It was Ian and Richie. Really just did not have a nice time driving it, and were bitching about it.
Can't
all the way
get it
through,
out.
Bitching about it.
It
after.
crashed in a straight line. He's still bitching about it, and it's a week later. Oh, that's a pain.
So Phil can't get in.
Lobby.
What? Why? That's no good. Can we do anything about that?
Reset the lobby.
I think we should. I don't
Yes.
think it's right that we get everybody. So, anyone listening, we're going to have to reset the lobby. Let's just have a quick look at the times before we do that. So, Diaco, 2041. Moomin, a 2072, but he's not got a third lap. Seb, he's having a bad time.
That's pitch.
And Ian's got a penalty already.
Everyone's managed to
Then
get
you
it. Phil, you still not able to. Just back out of the lobby and clear your thingy. What's it called? Temporary data, and then try again.
Cache.
Yeah.
The temporary cache.
Temporary
and all that.
files, cache. Clear that and try again. If you still can't do it, we'll reset the lobby.
He's got a PlayStation 5 now,
Yes.
hasn't he?
Which
So
has just as many bugs as the PlayStation 4.
Does
if
it?
not
Oh,
more of them.
okay. Fair enough. Yes. So,
Yeah, Darko had. Oh, did he leave
Travis is
Moomin's
in.
name on it? Oh no, I can't see.
Yeah, Phil's actually saying if not more. Yeah, so Travis is in. Let's see how he's
It's
going. He's
everyone
about
except
to
Phil.
go. He's about to go. Oh, I want to see what he's like. I want to see. We're on board with Ian. I want to see how his gearing is, because that's something that I can sort of look at in a nerdy fashion. Nerdy nerds.
What's that pitchfork? What's this? Is that a Mario
Look
one?
on the outside.
Yes, it is. Oh, it's got Ted on the back as well.
So he's still only hitting. He's still only using up to 5th gear. Ian is. Oh! So we've now got Travis and Diaco. Oh no, Diaco's backed out. Oh, he sort of slid straight on, entering the final thing. So, no, Travis has got it sorted. 6th gear, top of the power band, and then hits the brakes. Perfect, absolutely perfect. That's how it should be.
You still having issues, Phil? Or have you not tried again? Still no entry. Alright.
Still no entry, so Jay's in. Just gonna see. Diaco, what? I'll have Moomin's name on the side?
Yeah. Just gonna
Can't be. It is. Oh! Okay, so we've had to close the lobby. We'll reset it.
Oh, the joys of GT7.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy.
fine.
They'll fix it. They'll fix it. Let's see, it's been 5 years. They'll fix it in 2027.
Oh.
Just as they bring out the PlayStation 8. And we no longer use cars because we're all having to walk while the billionaires in Davos use air cars and eat human babies while we're eating insects. Oh, he's resetting his PS5.
Alright.
Done.
Yeah, it takes about that long for me to set up a lobby. Yeah, sorry, Dark. You're doing quite well.
Killed the lobby. We didn't kill the lobby. We just shot it. It died on its own.
We shot it and then it died of natural causes.
Okay, so A&B Studio saying, I love you. You get it, hooligan. So who does he love? Does he love me and you? Does he love hooligan?
PP
or
is
the
no limit A&B. It's 330 horsepower and 1,150 weight. Or
racing hard tyres.
Racing hard tyres. Or I did actually write it down because I'm organised.
Dun.
2,535 pounds if you use that.
Oh. You got to get the correct wing on the back. It's the mid-sized high wing.
Nah, that's only the BMW. The Citroen has only got one wing and one front bumper. Nice and easy.
It's the big wing on the back of the Citroen, and the big splitter on the front. What you do, how you set that downforce then.
That's 2 cars, so he gets double points. You don't get double points, you just get Darko's points as well. Not double.
Okay, so I'm going back in. We'll see how Phil can be doing stuff. DTR Richie saying DTR. Richie. Who'd thunk he would say that? Of course he does. Oh, Ian! What's Ian saying? Ian saying no. What are you saying no for, Ian? I mean, I agree with you, no. But I don't know why. Sod's law, I won't be able to get in. But I've not got my MX-5, so it can't be because of that, like last night. Such a fucking wreck,
Hey! So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just missing PH4. who's just sorting himself out. So that's all good.
Oh yes. So we've got another racer who's been in the chat all this time. A and B Studio. Yep. Excuse me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 DTR people and 1 DTR commentator. Oh no, you're DTR. Are you DTR these days?
Yeah.
You are? Well, you've defected. Okay. 2 DTR commentators.
That's true.
We're going to get someone going, DTR! Again. Somebody in the chat. Somebody. Moomin's getting a double hug from Richie. Hold on, let me set this up again.
There he is.
Settings. No, not settings.
Alright, and because we've had to reset lobby, we'll go another 10-minute quali. Or
got to, otherwise we don't get the. We don't get it, do we?
We don't get the quali from the previous.
Oh, bum face.
Yeah.
I need to leave.
You racing?
That's the wrong button. No.
No?
Well, no, because I mean I know last week I went and drove around a bit, but that's because I was sat on my wheel. I'm not now because I've had to rearrange and I'm waiting for my play seat challenge. I now know what kind of chair it is. Play seat challenge. It's a huge old thing, which I will be able to. Apparently, it doesn't clamp, but more permanently affix bits of my car. I need to work out how to affix the gear stick. So there isn't a dedicated affixation. It's not asphyxiated. Anyway, so Red Bull Racing, red, blue, and yellow, and elbows, named after his namesake, the other Seb, Diaco. Doesn't tell you. Stupid thing. Alright.
Right, it's doing this.
There's Phil!
3 and B.
That's it. See, it's like his other one. Yellow and, you know, it's the same kind of livery. It's brilliant. Isn't that good? Phil's going to do well. Phil enjoyed driving this car last time. I think he's going to do pretty well. I don't get the settings right.
I'm not sure.
I say
because I was doing it for you and the X5s.
So, minimum weight 1150 kilos. Maximum power 330 horsepower. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're and racing hards.
Racing hard tyres.
Racing hard tyres. They're the only 3 things that you set up, really, isn't it? Is that right? Phil, a bit of grass tracking. He's practicing his rallycross.
Oh, it's J and just a normal white one.
If it doesn't work for you, I have sympathy, because last night, if you remember, I couldn't get my MX-5 to go in. Moving, flashing his lights, and his Pizza Express.
I'm not sure what's wrong with it, because it lets you use any other car, but sometimes it just doesn't let you use the right car.
So look at Ian's. Ian's doing weird things, and it's green. Ooh, it's a nice shiny green. Shiny green. I like those wheels. I think I use those wheels on a couple of my cars. Black centres, chrome out rims. Let's have a look. Silver with a big M on it.
It's a Mario livery.
Mario livery. I'm saying it's got the mushroom person on the back and Fat Mario on the right side. Has it got Luigi on the other, or is it another Mario?
Yeah, it's enough Mario.
Excuse me. Oh, there's a nice blue on the back balance.
Yeah,
it's a very nice blue. I like that. I like a bit of blue.
Ian's wheel spinning a lot.
Obviously doing his thing. Obviously doesn't like his tyres anymore. There could be Jay, who's just got the basic DS3, but it's still a nice looking car.
Yeah.
That pearlescent white paint, it's good. Nothing wrong with that at all. And white wheels. Funky. Seb's in the pits, and I am listed because I accidentally went in. So we are at the moment waiting for.
You've got a bit of time, AMB, if you want to try and reset.
AMB Studio, who's having difficulty. Richie's saying you need to add ballast. I don't know. I can't see your settings. I'll have to come out. Let me see if I can come out.
Oh yeah, if he's got his settings right, he won't need to add ballast. Because if he hasn't lined it all the way, he won't need ballast.
It is. Oh really? So I can't remember how heavy it was when it was.
I think it was like 1,190 or something like that, and then it went down to 950, or 970 or something, close to that.
Okay. Yeah, it's well in the 90s, the 900s, because that's what I had it at. It's annoying. Just hate it when the people can't get in.
Well, they call me Jay is like in this car a bit more. He's in P2 currently. Oh, hey Frank.
It actually forgets.
Oh, A and B's managed to get in. That's good.
Yes! Fantastic! Did you find out what it was for future reference? Richie says I had the same. I had the same issue.
Yeah, but I don't think yours is a bug, Richie. I think it was just you trying to get in with cheating. I think it was just you trying to cheat.
Oh, be nice to him. He had such a bad day. And
he did need 100 kilo as well. Stop trying to
did
cheat.
he do 1050 instead of 1150 or something? I like to lighten it as much as you can, and then add ballast, and then you can position the ballast. Because we did a little experiment last week, didn't I? Where I was fiddling around with where if you get a 50, I found if you get a 50-50 weight distribution, the back end keeps trying to go on acceleration coming out of the corner.
You would have cheated with the BMW. What would you do? Take a tail happy car and add more power to it.
I'll let you read the next bit.
Yeah, I mean I don't blame him, considering his
just needed to put some ballast further forward.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, my driving is completely different to everyone else's because I'm weird. I quite like having it snap around a little bit.
Oh, let's have a look what Mr. AMB Studio's car looks like. Oh, orange and black. I wonder why it's orange and black. Why would someone from the Netherlands have orange on the car? I just don't get it. Can anyone explain it to me? Though not seriously, because I know why.
PH4 only half a second now on purple. Need to put all the ballast of the entire car into a crusher.
Terrible. Right, let's have a go. So we have fastest lap. Strangely, I've got the lap, the sector times for Travis.
Okay.
You know, like you do, you get with somebody, but only for Travis.
I've only got track mats today.
So his fastest lap at the moment is a 2:03.1. He's consistently been in 2:03, 2:03.4, 2:03.1.
He's currently out lap, obviously. 0.2 purple after the second sector.
0.257, in fact, over a quarter of a second. Let's see what his time's going to be going over the line.
2:01, 2:02. Lost time in sector 3.
He lost nearly 4 tenths in sector 3. Okay, so let's go on board with They Call Me Jay. He scratches his paint coming out of that final corner. I'll get the track map with him.
Yeah, 2:04.
So his fastest lap's been a 2:03.5, so he's lost Ooh, 7/10, 8/10 of, no, 6/10 of a second there, because it's a 2:03.6 really, 5:94. Oh, understeered.
Yeah.
Now what's the understeer? Understeered that corner. We said bounces you between the walls for the next 3 bends. That's not good. But
it's worked out. Oh, who is that?
whoa,
I had a lot of dust kick up right behind Jay on the corner of the screen. I believe it was Ian.
Well, Jay was going. Oh, was it Jay's dust or was it somebody else's?
Someone else's dust. Well, I was watching
okay. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get going in a minute. Okay, literally a minute.
So, Richie's being offensive against against the car again. Strangely, French frog eating so and so's. I think he means citrony French. Citrons. Okay. Ian agrees with him.
Yeah.
Dico saying, "Let's go! I have to prepare the barbecue."
I don't blame. That's a pretty good reason.
And Ian saying, "I hate FF cars. Just because you're too stampy on the throttle. You just got to apply the throttle at a different point." Right. So. Seb's there, 2:04.5. He's coming to 0.5. He's coming to the end of the lap. Let's see what he does. Is he coming to the end of the lap? No. And he's backed off. All right. Moomin. Now, Moomin, he loves these. He's
Where
currently.
Is he?
Well, he's only done an out lap. Unless it's like he's got a time in there somewhere from before.
Darko's liking the DS3.
Good. DS3 is pretty good. Drivable. It is. I agree completely. That's why I like it.
You're welcome to it, Darko. Richie really does not want it. He wants nothing to do with it. Alright, good luck everyone.
Phil's enjoying it as well. Ian is really not. Penalty and he's spinning. So the race is starting. 20 minutes of front wheel drive. Something really weird happening on Seb's car there. So for a change, Travis is on bowl. So we've got Travis to come with Jay, Seb, Diaco, Moomin, Phil, Ian, and A&B Studio.
Yep.
Is there anybody else that's off the back? Eight drivers. Everyone got a good start. That's pretty much line of stern. Travis is moving a bit. The Call Me Jay coming across to defend, to take the outside line.
Darko at the inside of Phil.
We don't know whether it's Diaco or Moomin because they look the same.
It says Darko up off the car.
Oh yeah, there is that.
Moomin going around the outside of Phil. Oh no, he's shot back to 8th.
Oh, Seb and Diaco are having their ting.
Oh, Darko at the inside.
Oh! They Call Me Jay nearly outbraked himself and nearly sort of rear-ended.
Four wide, and A and B get squished into the wall.
Diaco and Seb.
We've got
Diaco's block plastered. They're both on the grass. What?
Sex bots.
Oh, excellent! Here we go.
There you go, Richie.
You are a mod now.
You can deal with that. Thank you.
So Diaco is pulling away.
Ian's already done
Seb.
it. Ian's managed to do it while he was driving. Look at that.
Excellent. Well, he's probably not happy with driving, so it's like
he's driving in a straight line anyway.
Moomin's pushing hard. He took a. Oh, that's interesting. That corner there, the sort of the hairpin at the end of the straight. He takes a wider line and then cuts in for the next bit. That's quite interesting lines. So let's go on board with him
I'm sure
now.
you'll love dealing with that, Richie. Better than dealing with the Citroens, don't you think?
He probably doesn't even want to look at them. He's going to have a fight with Ian who gets to sort of not concentrate on the Citroens. Speaking of which, now Moomin's going to be wanting to move forward because he's quick in this car. Oh, Seb's overcut that. So Moomin's got a bit closer to him. Let's see if he can do anything with slipstream. He's in the slipstream zone.
Hey, Call Me Jay is keeping close to Travis in these cars.
Oh wow. Seb's managed to sort of be out of the way of his, you know, move to the side.
He's out of distance. Oh no, he wasn't out of distance.
No, he wasn't.
It was saying 1.7 to me just now.
So, they're both overcooked it onto the grass, but there's a problem in front. Diaco completely messed that up, and he's now back in 5th, so he's going to be wanting to go past these people. Oh, he's on the grass again, he's pushing hard. Very competitive, Mad German is our Diaco.
Half a second splitting each car. Oh,
Ian is now right behind Diaco.
Yep, and A and B is right behind Ian, and Phil is only 1.5 behind
Ian's
A
got
and
a 1 second penalty now.
That's going to hurt. That's right at the start of the straight.
Big one.
He's going to lose maybe 2 seconds from that.
But I mean, Phil's at the back, but he's not out of touch. He's only second half, or less than second half behind these people. So it's all to play for with only 3 minutes gone. Fastest lap 2:08.781 by Travis, who is now 1 second ahead of the Call Me Jay. So he's not disappearing like he was in the BM, but still quick. The Call Me Jay 2:09.5, so a second slower. That makes sense. Then you've got Seb, who's still being chased by Moomin Papa, but Seb's got a 2:14.2, so much slower. But he's only a second behind on a 2:14.6, should we say? Yeah. There's Moomin Papa, who's 1.8 seconds.
You can buy premium version of Tinder, Richie, which is extortionate.
I think Tinder's overpriced, even if it is free. Just pointless and stupid.
You pay off your time.
Yeah, I mean,
it's an absolute waste of it.
Someone on a phone. It's just not the same. It's just. So now it's interesting.
Oh, Ian served this penalty. I think he's had an issue before serving the penalty. He's now almost 9 seconds behind.
I was kind of going back, so it's Diaco's caught up a little bit now. He's caught up a lot. Moomin's overcooked that. Twin cars, a little bit of a bump because Moomin completely overcooked that. Something's going on with Moomin's car. That wasn't normal because he just did a 2:06.3, which is quick. It's very fast, in fact. But he had real problems over 2 or 3 laps. The tyres aren't wearing, he's not anything else weird's going on, so maybe it was a sort of a problem with lag, or it could be anything. That was weird. So Diaco's back up to 4th now, but it was up to that point everything was keeping about the same distance apart. So Diaco's also not sorted his gearbox out. He's maxing out in 5th at the end of that big long straight. Let's see Moomin, let's see Phil, didn't see that. Studio, let's... Come on Ian, get your foot down. Ian doesn't care now. Ian's cruising along, he's on a country drive. Ian's had enough and he just doesn't like this car at all. There would be 2 people at the back fighting each other for how much they hate the car, but he's in work, aren't you Richie? So... Yeah, okay, so let's go back. I have a joke. What do you do if you see a DS3 on fire?
Push another DS3 closer. Oh, Jay's caught up to PS4.
He gets to you quicker than me.
Yeah, he does.
So AMB Studios, 1.7 seconds behind Phil. Chasing him down, wanting to make up the paces. Oh, he's gone too fast in there. Understeer.
More understeer.
Ariba, understeer.
Oh, he's back there.
That's the thing, they understeer if you turn too fiercely, or you put the power down, or you're braking, and you try and turn. That's what it is. Oh, AMB's having No, he's gone. Rage quit. Something wasn't happening right for him there, so he's gone. Phil, the hooligan, 6th position, 3.9 seconds behind the moving Papa. Let's go on board with these people. Why am I doing it like this? Let's do a nice passenger shot.
You are a madman.
Who, me?
Richie.
Oh yeah, he is, that's true. Standing at the bus stop, laughing to myself like a madman here. Yeah, you are a madman, what are you doing that?
Darker running a slightly deeper
See,
line.
Phil has got his gearbox right. Coming up to peak power at the end of that straight. Good lad. Some people listen. Part of the Rue clan, you see. Oh, understeer.
Darko only half second off Seb now.
Slow in, fast out. Slow in, fast out. Front wheel drive. You can hear it understeering. It's. You've got to be precise, haven't you, with these cars?
Yeah.
You've got to be quite precise with everything, with the throttle, with it. You can't stamp on things. It's better to sort of brake a little bit earlier than perhaps you would normally start braking, so you can release the brake early and get everything settled, get some grip, and then turn. All sorts of stuff
don't
like
worry,
that.
Envy. Oh, Darko catching right up to Seb.
Moomin, half-second penalty for something.
The end penalty's on a couple of corners.
He's catching up with someone. Oh, he's catching up with Seb. He's just passed Seb. Seb's had a big problem. So that's what Darko's now in 3rd.
We're battling into turn 1 too.
Oh, did they hit each other? Because it looks like Darko's got a penalty. He has. Darko's got a half-second penalty as well.
Does it?
Yeah. Oh no, hold on.
No, it's
No, sorry, I was on board with Seb looking. I thought it was. They look the same, man.
Yeah.
Darko,
make yourself a new livery.
So let's
Jay's
see.
picked up a half-second penalty as well.
Let's see if Moomin's got his. I think Moomin will have got his gearbox sorted. He's in 5th, halfway down the straight. So he goes into 6th, so, you know, it's better than most. Diaco, 2.3 seconds ahead, but 12.5 seconds behind the Corner J. So the Corner J...
Oh, Jay must have had issues. Only 9 seconds to Diaco now.
Oh, right, so he must have had a problem, and he's got a half-second penalty. But that means that he was a lot closer to Travis, who's all on his lonesome. So look at these lap times: 2:03.2, 2:03.6, 2:04.8 or 9. And this lap will be. Oh, we've got Angelina Jerk in there. Jerk. Oh no, Jerk. Why did it?
Movement slow down. Seb's gonna be going past down the straight. And Phil will be catching up as well.
A lot of time. Yeah, the Cover J's lost a lot of time with it. 3 seconds on that one. So let's see. So Seb's passed Moomin, but they're right next to each other. Phil is only 3.5 seconds back, doing pretty consistent times: 2:06, 2:06.0, 2:07.3, 2:06.3.
Yep.
So pretty quick.
Oh, Seb's picked up a half-second penalty now.
And we went too deep into that corner. And the back end was slapping around. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I reckon he's got the weight distribution 50-50 on that, like we discovered is not great. Make it 60-40, mate. Works better. So, it's interesting. Moomin's times are interesting. He's got 2:06.3, 2:08.5, which is must have had a big problem. 2:05.6, and then a 2:06.8 again, because of the penalty. He's going up the inside. He's got
on the outside.
Outside, yes. We don't know. Did the switcheroo?
He's got him.
Now, the
he's
gearing
not quite
made
clear.
all the difference there. But he just got ahead. He just got ahead.
Oh, little tap. Fine,
And
so
what was
wait.
interesting there, he was out dragging him down that straight because his gearing was right. Whereas we know that Seb is only going up to 5th, revving out in 5th by the end of the straight. So that little bit of difference allowed Moomin to drag past without any, slipstream. So Seb's trying to get the inside. He's cut the corner again. Does that mean that he's going to get another penalty? He's just lost the time.
There goes his half second, but he's going to lose well more than half second.
Because he hadn't prepared to be in the right gear, so he's lost more than he needed to.
That's 1.5 seconds.
2 seconds, yeah.
You lose half second at the start of a long straight, it just doesn't. You don't only lose half a second.
Especially if you've not got a car with massive amounts of power, like 330 horsepower is a lot. I mean, for a front-wheel drive car. I remember when
this is almost fully upgraded to get these.
XT came out with 300. They had a special differential they invented, or quaif invented for them, that was meant to tame the understeer that you got on this kind of stuff. Of course, it didn't. It made it a bit better, but it didn't tame it. They reckon that you can't really have more than 240, 250 horsepower in a front-wheel drive car back in those days and have it drivable. So when that came out, it was like, what the? Well, that's changed. There are a lot better. So this is probably about the limit of what a front-wheel drive car should be able to handle normally.
Yeah. Travis out in front as usual.
Well, that's interesting.
Only 5 seconds.
Is using 6th there. Oh, I've got that completely wrong then. Seb actually does go to 6th. He's got this gearing right on that. Oh, okay. Right. So let's see what Diaco's doing. 5.5 seconds ahead of Moomin. 12.8 seconds behind the Call Me J, who's 5 odd seconds behind this chapo here, who is not as dominant as he was. He was 30 seconds ahead by the end of the race last time, and we have got 5.5 minutes left.
So 3 laps.
So it's been closer. I know Moomin will not be happy with 4th. Because he was quicker and going forwards.
Seb catching the barrier on the way out.
Who? Moving.
Seb.
Seb is hunting him down. He's now 1.3 seconds behind him, and he wants that position. Another incredibly competitive young man. With only 4.5 minutes to go, he's definitely not wanting to stay in 5th. He wants to be in 4th. But he wants to be in 1st, but
He doesn't want
less than a second. He doesn't want 5th. He's less than a second behind.
Moomin got a better exit.
Which is essential on this straight because it's huge. He's
Not
dragging
by
out, but
much.
it's only hundredths of a second.
But it's enough to carry the gap.
Outside the slipstream range.
Assuming the slipstream is still
58
0.75.
mile an hour. Yes, assuming, yeah, that's right. So, Seb got to 158 mile an hour before we had to break the change down. It'll be interesting to see what Moomin got to, but the gap is still just over a second. Diaco's pulling away now, 4.5 seconds ahead.
Yep.
And he's easily... They've all used about a quarter of a tank of fuel, by the looks of it. Hardly any wear on the tyres. Let's see... Diaco's fastest lap was a 2:39. Goodness.
Where everyone else, excluding PH4, has been 2:05.
Well, Jay has been doing consistent quite a few 203s. He's had a few. There was that lap where he went down to 207. There was that one that was 204, but he's just done a 202.9 at this previous lap. Now, the interesting thing is, Travis has actually got slower.
He's only 3 seconds. Only 3 seconds between him and Jay.
Yeah, so something's gone on there. Because he started his first full.
You've got the timing sheet. You'll be able to see in a minute.
He lost 2.3 seconds. Yes, 3 tenths in sector 1. He's taking this all right. Very neat and tidy, using all the curbs, but not too much. Seems to be familiar with the way a front-wheel drive car works. He lifts off, gets it in, and doesn't put his foot down until he's way past the apex. Brakes, releases, power. Very neat and tidy. 2.5 seconds ahead, with less than 2 minutes to go.
Oh, Seb came off track again. And it's 1.7 behind with another penalty. Pushing hard.
It's that pushing too hard thing, isn't it? Right, let's see what. So yeah, his lap 2 was a 202.8. Then it was 203, 203, 203. Then it went to 204, 203. That was at 203.2.
Yeah.
So he lost 6 tenths of a second in sectors 1 and 2, and then gained a little bit back in sector 3.
Jay caught 0.6 seconds like that.
202.6 he just did, so he was 7. He's a half a second quicker there. Half a second. It's all happening.
With the final lap.
So Richie's talking about next Saturday is the start of the Radical Series, I believe so, 18th? 18th, I think it's on, isn't it?
What time is that? Because that was...
Oh!
What's happened?
A massive glitch. It looked like he span and crashed, and he's now... All the paint on the back of his car's smashed up, but he's still 2.5 seconds behind, because it immediately reset and he's on. Total glitch. That was the weirdest thing. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, those two are 20 seconds ahead of Diaco, who's doing, well, his fastest arm's at 203.9.
He's doing 5s.
205. But he's 4 seconds ahead of Moomin, who's doing 204s to 205s. He's actually going quicker than Diaco.
Oh yeah,
he's
fastest the week after next, isn't it?
18th. Is it 18th? The 18th? I've got it in my diary now. I wanted to make sure I remembered. 18th is the final DTM. That's right. Yeah, gotcha.
There you go.
And
Ian about to cross the line.
I had to make sure that I was doing. Okay.
There he is. Ian for P7. And we've got Travis.
He was nearly lapped because you can see him ahead. Yep. Travis is about to go over for the victory. Second race in a row. I wonder how this will affect the results. On a 203.3. So brake resistant. Jay was catching him up. It was only 3 seconds. Was it 3 or 4 seconds?
4 seconds
into that. So he lost a bit of time in that last one. 19 seconds behind Diaco. Yet another podium for Dirk Dijkebub.
And
who I swear is getting faster.
Yeah. And here
certainly
comes
faster
Moomin.
than he was. Moomin, who's also getting
Seb.
faster all the time. Seb.
And Phil just round in the final corner.
Go on, Phil, get in there.
Oh.
It's not giving a countdown though, is it?
Yeah, if we don't get to see it. Good start.
So, Travis, followed by the Governor Jay, followed by Diaco, Moomin Papa, Seb, Phil the Hooligan, and Ian. We lost AMP Studio. I've said his name right. Where's it gone?
ANB.
AMB. AMB Studio, because something dire was happening to the poor fella, and he died.
I think I like the BMW better. Yeah, I believe so, PH4.
Well, we could tell.
Yes.
But you still did very well on it. It was nice to see someone driving.
Enjoy your barbecue, Darky.
Right, let me just have a nice barbecue. Eat part of a cow from thinking of me. Thinking of all vegetarians in the world and telling them to get a grip. And no insects. Oh, someone's just driven off. Sure, someone's just driven off. Oh, A and B, he's back. He's back in. Let's follow him around. Might be doing something. I think he wants to find out what the hell's gone on and why he came. So he's taking that really well. Nice line there. This is interesting. Oh, no. I'm trying to get the information up.
That was good fun. Glad you enjoyed it.
So let's just see what's going on. 57, 58, 158 in 6th gear, right end of the straight.
A cross-channel ferry is better than that, Fred.
French POS.
Just get the video clip means. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I must be doing something right. This is the third time I've got the naked HD bots.
Honestly, right? Honestly, I thought he liked that car. Yeah, you must be popular because you've got the thing. Well, there's 95 subscribers you had. Yeah. So anybody listening to this that's not subscribed already, please subscribe because he's a lovely young lad. And anyone watching who has subscribed, find some way of making more stuff with the subscriptions. So he's just at a 210.5 AMB has. I think he's been working on the car.
The straight line incident. I think we may have caught that actually. I'm not sure if we caught the straight line. We caught a lot of them coming out of the final turn.
I think A&B Studio has been working on the car because he's just done a cracking outlap 210, and it was placing it really well, really nicely.
Yeah, A&B. If you want to work on the car a bit more, I'll send you all the race details, and you can join for the next ones. A bit more prepared.
So he's got better turning there, much better turning. It is turning in so much better.
Next week,
this has got interesting.
We are at Sardinia Road Track B.
Ooh! So we can have some nice Italian good on a barbecue.
Ian has the much better version of the Citroen DS3.
Okay, I'll just clip that to him just to see what you meant.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's managed to enter in that car with the settings saying 330 horsepower. So it must be below that.
So he's dialed it down to 330 horsepower.
Yeah, pitch. Well, same time next week, Sardinia Road Track B. And possibly TJ might join if he has time as well.
Good job, Travis. Excellent driving, mate.
Yeah.
In both of the cars, you were commanding in the BM, and very competitive and smooth in the DS4, which, as we know, is a fine car to drive. But it was slower. Even last week, it was slower in than the BM, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Even with me driving it,
Yeah, I think it's just slightly slower because you're building it up to that speed, aren't you? Rather than lowering it.
You got to drive it differently, but it is. I mean, the way the BM handles, the way the BM cuts through the air, the way that you can apply the power, how it revs, everything. It's. The other thing to point out to anybody talking about the power of the car, that 330 horsepower, it also doesn't matter how you get it. So you can put whichever turbocharger you want on it, anti-lag, all that kind of stuff. So it might be. Oh, he's having fun there. I just find it very interesting being on board with him, sort of trying this car out. Yeah, I have experimented using that car. I've got every kind of turbo you can get on it and all that kind of stuff, and I found, all right, you get a bit more power with the high rev turbo, but if you put like a mid-range turbo on it and you've got it limited to 330, you've got a much flatter torque curve with about the same amount of torque. So, you know, it might make it easier to fire it out corners.
They are relentless.
Well, you know, they've got to make their weird, unsettling money.
Also, Travis will enjoy this. I'm racing the your favourite car, the Honda Civics, at 7:30 today. At Dragon Trail. Should be interesting.
Why would anyone want to drive a Honda Civic?
Yeah, it's just
I tried to buy one many years ago, but it was at 1400 twin carburettor jobbing. And he's still got a penalty. And he's so A and B still managed to do 210.5. Oh, he didn't finish the lap. I wanted to see what his flying lap would be like instead of his out lap. Oh, someone said something on there. Oh, I've got them now. I've inherited them.
Hey, we don't talk about that race. No. I like talking about that one because it's the first time I've actually been able to out-qualify you. Oh, have you inherited the VOTs?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Good old overpriced. Stop jerking, cheaper than Tinder. What if I like jerking? I mean, it's like, you know.
Oh dear. Alright, I'm going to end my stream here. Thank you all for joining, and I hope to see you all next week. For this race, I guess. I'll probably see you later on as well. Or tomorrow.
Bye, Chrissy Vines people.
Oh,